All right, deep divers, welcome back to the show, where we take these wild stories and really get into it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So hit that like button, subscribe, drop a comment below because today's case is going to be spicy to say the least.
It's gonna go wild one.
We're talking about Diddy.
Oh, yeah.
Serious accusations,
Mm-hmm.
questions about power and fame.
Yeah.
What happens behind the scenes in that world, you know?
And what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas.
Right. Except when it doesn't and ends up in a courtroom.
Yeah, exactly.
So we're diving deep into this story from the Daily Beast
Okay.
about a woman suing Diddy for a whole lot of damage, claiming he assaulted her back in 2014.
Wow.
It's a heavy one.
Yeah.
So picture this. It's Memorial Day weekend in Vegas.
Vegas, babe.
We're talking wild after party in Diddy's suite at Planet Hollywood.
Sounds about right.
This party apparently kicks off at a poolside spot called Club Rehab.
Okay.
Major celebrity sightings? Mary J. Blige, Lil Kim, Nicki Minaj.
But hold on, though. The lawsuit doesn't say these other big names were there when things allegedly went down in Diddy's suite.
Right.
So they were at the first party, but what happened later is like a whole other story. You know what I mean?
Totally, yeah. So according to the lawsuit, this woman gets invited to the after party by someone working for Diddy as a promoter.
Okay.
Once she's there, Diddy himself offers her some Ciroc vodka.
His brand, of course.
Smart marketing, right?
Of course.
But here's where things get seriously dark.
Oh, boy.
About 40 minutes later, she starts feeling sick, loses control of her body, and has to be taken to a bedroom to lie down.
Wow. So this is where we got to pause and ask, why did she suddenly feel so ill?
Right.
The lawsuit claims she believes her drink was spiked with GHB,
Oh, wow.
the date rape drug, and this part is chilling, especially because it's like a repeat.
Oh, no.
There was a previous accusation against Diddy where a lawyer claimed his client was drugged with GHB-laced baby oil.
Wait, GHB-laced baby oil?
Yeah, it's messed up, right? The fact that GHB comes up again in separate accusations, that's a major red flag, don't you think?
Yeah. That's incredibly disturbing, to say the least.
Yeah.
You start to see a pattern emerging.
Yeah.
And that's what makes this case so unsettling.
Right. It's crucial to remember, though, that right now, these are just allegations.
Of course.
We got to let the legal process play out. And Diddy's people have been contacted for comment.
Yeah.
His lawyers have denied previous assault accusations. So we need to hear what they have to say about this one.
Absolutely.
But even with that in mind, this case forces us to confront this dark side of celebrity culture
Totally.
and the power dynamics that come with it.
It makes you think, right?
Yeah.
Like, how much does power and influence come into play when accusations like this come up?
It's a huge factor.
Does it make it harder for victims to speak out?
That's a valid question. It's not just about power dynamics either. It's about how public perception and how the media covers it can totally shape the narrative.
Right.
Will people automatically side with the accuser?
No.
Or will Diddy's fame and influence protect him?
It's a tough question.
These are tough questions, but they're at the heart of this case.
This case is a huge deal, especially now. I mean, in the past, accusations like this might have been swept under the rug.
Yeah, probably.
But things are changing, right?
Absolutely.
People are paying attention.
Yeah, this case could be a total game changer in terms of how we view celebrity accountability and consent.
Yeah.
Not just in Hollywood, but everywhere. This isn't just about Diddy. It's about holding people in positions of power responsible for their actions. And that's something worth diving into.
Totally.
I mean, we've seen it happen over and over again, right? It's like this unwritten rule that protects famous people, you know? Like they get to play by a different set of rules.
Yeah.
But luckily, that's starting to change.
Yeah, people are realizing that just because you're famous doesn't mean you can do whatever you want.
Exactly.
But let's get back to the lawsuit for a second.
Okay.
This is where it gets even more intense.
Yeah.
So the woman says she wakes up the next morning feeling totally out of it and sore Diddy's in the room yelling at someone on the phone.
Yeah.
And then she realizes someone else had been in bed with her.
Whoa, that's
Yeah.
That's a horrifying detail. It adds another layer to an already really disturbing story.
It's awful.
And the lawsuit says she felt terrified, like she'd been assaulted by Diddy.
Yeah, it's a stark reminder that behind all that glitz and glam of celebrity life,
Right.
there can be some seriously messed up stuff happening.
Exactly. And again, it's important to remember that we're only hearing one side of the story.
Of course.
We haven't heard Diddy's side yet, and his people haven't made an official statement.
Right.
We need to keep that in mind as we move forward.
Right. Innocent until proven guilty.
Always.
But even the allegation itself is serious and deserves to be fully investigated.
Yeah, absolutely.
This isn't just gossip. This is a legal battle with potentially life-changing consequences for everyone involved.
No doubt. It raises so many questions about consent, especially in these environments where there's alcohol and drugs everywhere.
Yeah.
This case really makes us look at the norms that often protect powerful people and silence victims.
It's a wake-up call for sure. Like, we can't ignore this just because it involves celebrities or makes us uncomfortable.
Exactly. We have to create a culture where victims feel safe to speak up.
Yes.
And where holding people accountable is the expectation, not the exception, no matter how famous or rich they are.
Okay, so what happens next?
Well,
This lawsuit was filed by Tony Busby.
okay.
He's a lawyer who's made a name for himself representing women who've accused powerful figures of misconduct.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, he's not afraid to go after the big guys, which is impressive.
That's pretty amazing.
We know Diddy's reps have been contacted for comment, but they've been quiet so far.
It'll be interesting to see how it all plays out.
For sure.
Will there be a settlement?
Right.
Will it go to trial? What impact will this have on Diddy's career, his reputation?
Yeah.
This case could seriously rock the entertainment industry.
This is a landmark case.
Yes.
It could set a precedent for future cases involving famous people and these kinds of accusations.
Yeah. It could force Hollywood to be more transparent and accountable.
For sure.
It could change everything.
And it goes beyond Hollywood, too.
Totally.
It's about holding powerful people accountable everywhere. You know, this case could inspire a whole cultural shift, a movement where we prioritize consent, respect, and justice for everyone.
It really makes you think about our responsibility to make the world a safer place, you know?
Yeah, for sure.
We got to listen to survivors, believe them, and hold the people who did these things accountable.
Absolutely. It doesn't matter who they are or how much money they have.
Exactly. This case could be a turning point, you know?
I think so.
Like a real shift in how we view these things. A movement where consent, respect, and justice are just the bare minimum.
I hope so. It's a powerful reminder that staying silent only protects the abusers, and speaking up can really create change.
And let's be real, fame and fortune shouldn't get you a free pass.
Definitely not.
No one's above the law.
Right. This case could set a precedent, you know.
Yeah. It could send a message that no matter how rich or powerful you are, you can't just get away with anything.
So deep divers, what do you think?
Yeah, let us know.
How do you think this is going to change things? Will it impact how we hold celebrities accountable? Will it change how we talk about consent? Hit us up in the comments below. And don't forget to smash that like button and subscribe for more deep dives into the stories that matter.
And we'll catch you in the next episode.